Fuel subsidy removal, a necessary decision for the federal government, but a bitter pill for the masses to swallow. The decision didn't come easy. Acceptance was fought by critical stakeholders, including the labor movement. But the deed has been done, and finding an alternative to cushion the impact of the subsidy removal became imperative. But one leader who had the foresight to think ahead of others, conceptualize and implement a strategic policy in the interest of everyone, particularly the indigent citizens of his state, is Prince Dapo Abiodun, the governor of Ogun State. While everyone pondered the idea of substituting petrol with a more affordable alternative, compressed natural gas was nationally considered a cheaper option. Governor Abiodun immediately embraced his option by facilitating the introduction of CNG buses into the state's transportation system.
We strategically and proactively formulated our Ogun State energy transition policy, and what you are witnessing today is the commencement of the implementation of that policy. We're doing that by deploying the use of our compressed natural gas fuel mass transit buses and our e-mobility for our motorcycles and tricycles. These are better, they are more efficient in terms of consumption of fuel to cost, they are cleaner, and they are a more sustainable means of transportation anywhere in the world, and we are starting that in Ogun State, being the first state in Nigeria.
The acceptance of this alternative seemed far-fetched initially, but Governor Abiodun was determined to go all out to prove to everyone that it was indeed possible to break away from the norm and set the pace for others to follow.
It's a very efficient mode of transportation. First of all, I will let you know that one of the things that has been driving the interest in CNG today is the subsidy removal policy of the federal government. And as a result of that subsidy removal, obviously the fuel costs, the traditional fuel costs went up. And CNG, of course, was seen as a way of dampening the cost of fueling buses and therefore the cost of bus services to passengers.
The aftermath of his hard work, research, reconnaissance, and commitments to succeed led to the signing of a Memorandum of Understanding with Ashok Leyland of India for the supply of CNG mass transit buses to Ogun State.
For us to develop a multimodal transportation system for Ogun State, that will further the socio-economic advancement and development of our state and improve the prosperity of the citizens of Ogun State. He had engaged with the United Kingdom Foreign and Commonwealth Development Office in the UK and had entered into a partnership arrangement with them to assist the state in developing a transportation policy.
At the flag-off ceremony to officially commission the buses for public use, Governor Dapo Abiodun did not mince words as he expressed confidence that the buses would provide the needed respite for commuters within the state capital. Those living in boundary communities with Lagos divert attention from the dominant use of petrol and also help the country maximize the use of its abundant natural gas, currently being fled at most of its refineries across the country.
This is yet another successful public-private sector partnership with our partners called Spiro, a company that has successfully deployed this in other parts of West African sub-region. We have earmarked some of these buses, to operate between Mowe, Ibafo to Baga in Lagos, because that corridor we see is a very heavily congested corridor. That is where we border Lagos, and we see a lot of cross-border migration, particularly those that are going to work in the morning and those that are coming back in the evening. So some of these buses will be conveying our people conveniently from the Redeem Mowe Ibafo corridor all the way to Ojolubaga.
The initiative is obviously welcomed by everyone in the state. Stakeholders and representatives of trade union movements and traditional rulers applaud the adoption of the CNG buses and urge Governor Abiodun to extend these private vehicles.
To appreciate the Governor of Ogun State and your cabinet for this laudable initiative and for this project being ready to be given to workers in Ogun State. Without no doubt, this bus being given to workers will ease off the trauma of transportation.
They are already on the right path. So this is what we are doing. A lot is happening in our country. No fault of our state government. No fault of the federal government, because the economy of the country needs to take a shape. Ó dẹ̀ tó dá ó láti rí bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn. Irú àwọn báyìí ló lè rọ àwọn èèyàn ní ọrùn tó mọ kí ní pé ẹ ronú dáadáa pé irú bọ́ọ̀sì jẹ́ pé gáàsì máa pàwà yìí nǹkan gidi ni.
Road transport master plan in the nation. We can say that with our approved putting our shares as the most outstanding roadmap transport plan. So we welcome this, sir, because it is affordable and it is not as dangerous as postage, because it does not emit carbon dioxide, which is harmful and causing greenhouse effect. We thank His Excellency for doing this for us, because we are the operators, we use these vehicles everything. We thank you, Your Excellency. This definitely is a major step, and I think even the federal government is looking at something like this for what we see, and of course, meaning that the Gateway State, Ogun State, under Prince Dapo Abiodun, are taking a lead again in one of the many leads in finding solutions of the challenges that we have.
The governor and his team then take a drive around the state capital, Abeokuta. The reception they receive during the drive is endearing, as the people wave and commend the governor for this initiative. Let's take a ride on some of the buses as they formally begin operation. The CNG buses conveniently transport commuters from designated bus stops on the outskirts of the town to the city center, particularly civil servants working at the state government secretariat.
It's fast compared to other downfall buses. The prices are different. You can't compare 700 to 300. To me, the more reason why I'm always encouraged is not because of the money, but because of the relationship with the staff. Majority of them are very friendly.
The yellow buses do for 400, 500, depending. If there are crises, like they do for 700 at times. But in the case where there are not too many passengers on the road, they do for 400, 500. But we've been a big choice for them ever since we started this operation. But before they were doing 400, but ever since we came around, they were forced to bring down their price. So we are like a major choice for the yellow buses operator.
Moving to the border communities between Ogun and Lagos states, the CNG buses pick commuters from Mowe, Ibafo, and Magboro in the early hours of the day to Berger and motorways areas of Lagos at a cheaper rate. The CNG buses are obviously credible and visible alternatives for these commuters.
It's more better because of the price one, the time factor. They are into time. You are there, you see them, they are coming. As soon as one load, another one will be coming, another one will be coming. So it's okay.
It's safe. I save a lot from it. Initially, the other bus fare do take 600, 500, at times 700. But this is 300 every day, so I do take it. If I'm coming back at times too, I stop at 7 up. Bought it again to Mowe. I've been making use of it since it has commenced. So thank God for the good job Ogun State government is doing for us. I really appreciate them a lot.
Besides reducing transportation costs, the introduction of CNG buses has led to other achievements in Ogun State's transportation sector. Governor Dapo Abiodun has, yet again, successfully reduced the unemployment rate in the state with the employment of drivers, bus assistants, ticket sellers, mechanics, and others trained to maintain the CNG buses.
I want to assure every resident of Ogun State that our government appreciates that these are very difficult times that we're all going through, and we are all dealing with this very trying period. I promise you that we will leave no stone unturned and ensure that we provide the needed succor and relief to the generality of our people.
As other states consider similar initiatives, Governor Abiodun has proven yet again that he is not just a leader of words, but of actions, earning commendation from the people of Ogun State, who hail his commitment to the state's motto, Omo Ogun, Iṣẹ́ Yá.